Is I'm in the back end of your site, and I'm going to go over how to update a few of the elements like your masthead images and your buttons that are on the front of your site. What you will want to do is go to Customize, and we'll start with the masthead image, and that is located in the header area. So you'll click that. And then you'll hit the tab that says Masthead Image and Slideshow. And scroll down a little bit. There's the background. You don't want to mess with that. You don't need to mess with that. But here are the images that are uploaded into the main gallery on the front of your website. So what I've done is I've created a template for you, and you'll find that in your folder. You'll open up Photoshop, and I've got the template open right here. I'm gonna drag one of your, actually, my computer's horribly slow, so bear with me here. Let's see. Open up one of your images. You want to make sure that they're web sized, which I'll just grab a random one. How about this cute little guy? So you will open that up in Photoshop. I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to drag it onto my template here. And go ahead and click that to where it locks it in place. And you'll hit Shift and drag to resize. That way it stays the same. Some people don't know how to do that. And you'll just drop that down here, and it should lock it right in place for you, which obviously this isn't a very good image because it's cutting his head off just a little bit. So that's all you have to do for the template. And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to save it as a PNG file. And I know you can't see the top of your screen here, but you'll go up to File, and there's two ways that you can do it. You can either save as a PNG by doing the drop down like that, or you can go to Save for Web, and that actually turns it from just a regular PNG into a PNG 24, so it gives it a little bit more clarity on your website through the browser. And you'll just click Save and Save for Web. Now that's what I always do for all of the elements, images, and everything I do for everybody's website. I save everything for web. So that's how you would do that. You would save it as a PNG, and then you would go back into the masthead section and change out the image, upload it, and using the template, it will fit perfectly into the slideshow of your website. And if you don't use that template, then it's obviously going to go outside of it just a little bit. Now for the buttons that you see, these three right here, if you ever want to change the images out in the back of these or the read the blog, you will go to back up to your little menu here in ProPhoto and go down to buttons. Now this is a new feature that's on ProPhoto 5, and it's pretty awesome. Just scroll down to edit the button. So I've got this set up super simple so that you can change out your images. You just click up Edit Button, and you will open up your button template that I made for you. All right. And same thing when you drop the image over. Drag that there and you can resize it. You know, that will fit perfectly into the button. Now you can see a little bit of the edges here where it's been sized to line up. And same thing, you'll save that as a PNG. And you'll go to the button information now. The button, it's kind of set up like Photoshop is set up. So it's got different layers in it, and here's your layer panel over here. So there's the general information on the button, which you won't want to mess with any of that. The layer with the image, and unfortunately I can't rename the layers in the Pro Photo, should be that first image layer. The second image layer is actually the white rectangle pin box that you see around the image. But same thing, you'll just change that image out and that will change this image here. Now if you ever want to go in and change the text, this is how you would change the text. You know, and this can be moved that way and this way. You know, you can change the color of it, all of that. It's pretty cool. But we're not going to save any of that since I just messed around with all of it. And that is how you change out all of the buttons. Same thing goes for all three of these buttons and your read the blog button as well, with the first layer being the image that you can change out, which I love that because I just think that it just this part of the quilt and everything flows really well with your site. So the second layer was the white overlay box, and then the third was actually a graphic that I had to do with the rainbow clipped into the text. And I included that rainbow clipping thing for you in case you ever wanted to give any of your text that effect. What you'll do is you'll just drag the rainbow PNG file onto your text, and then to clip it is on a Mac, I think, you know, command over when you hover between the layers, and then you can clip that and sort of give your text the same effect with that. So other than that, the design and everything that is on your site is set up pretty well to where, you know, I try always to do my best to not confuse anybody so that they don't have to commission me out, you know, for more work. That way you can always update the stuff yourself. Oh, that's the wrong about me button, or the wrong about me page. I think we've got you under hello. Sorry. Okay, so here's your hello. I actually uploaded an extra plugin to your site where it gives your pages columns, but it's still the same thing. You go through and you can, you know, change the text by just typing everything up. This is a graphic, and then obviously your picture is graphic here. But if you ever wanted to delete your picture out and update it, you would just, you know, delete that out, add media. Let's see what images you got in here. Let's just grab a random one, insert it into the page. I put it down here, but should be able to just drag it up. Maybe it's too big. Yeah, there we go. It's too big. You know, and this one is horizontal, so it's not fitting too great. But that's how you would change your image out. I'm not going to save that. Let me go back to your pages. Your fact page. That wasn't one. I guess we should go through and maybe delete these out so you don't get confused. Let's see, we can look at the date over here. Home page. Let me show you how your home page is set up. Nope, nothing, so you're good there. If you see anything with the M next to it, that means that it's a page that's on your mobile site, like what your clients are saying, which is in 2 columns. And this is all one image right here that I just blog stomped and stacked images on top of each other. That's not really something that you go through and change very often, though. So other than that, everything is pretty clean and easy for you to update. And obviously, if you ever have any questions with anything, please feel free to get in touch. And I think that is it.